Foot Manager 2015 with Aston Villa. It's the 3rd of November 2020 and we are back for another Champions League game away against Ajax. It should be a tough game, but one that we should try and come out with a win. Since last time, the fixtures haven't been great though, unfortunately. Just better go into them, show you how we did since last episode's dream win. A dream game at Villa Park to win 3-2 in the Champions League against Barcelona, despite Messi scoring twice, Grealish, Boye and Robbie Byrne scoring for us. Superb win. Fortunately in the league though, we followed it up with a 2-1 defeat to Liverpool. Divock Origi and Alan Halilovic gave them a 2-0 lead before Roberto Pereira pulled them back with 12 minutes to go. Wasn't enough though, and we couldn't stump up an equaliser, which was disappointing. We then had an international break, but when we came back from that, we managed to beat Chelsea at home 2-1, which was a great win, because they were top at the time. Isco gave them the lead in the 37th minute. Slightly against the run of play, I would have said, before Maxi Meyer equalised in the 43rd minute, and then gave us the winner in the 85th minute. A great little brace from Meyer. He's starting to settle in, which is great to see, because he's a class player. Can't wait for him to see him develop further. Then played our next Champions League game against Ajax. This one was home. We're playing the kind of return leg, I suppose you could say, today. We won this 4-2, which is great. Grealish getting one, Bonazzoli with a brace, and Boye with one. Federico Palacios Martinez for them, and Adalak Nari. We were 3-0 up, and then it went back to 3-2, but Boye managed to score in the last minute to make it 4-2, and seal a good 3 points. We then lost, though, 3-2 away at Swansea. Another disappointing result. Jalone Hamad scored for them within only 26 seconds, I believe. Again, Maxi Meyer equalised in the 14th minute. Kerim Konlu in the 20th minute and James Chester in the 31st minute. 3-1 Swansea before Federico Bonazzoli brought them back for us in the 80th minute. 10 minutes to go. But again, it just wasn't enough. Conceding too many goals at the moment is the problem. Which I'll show you in a bit. We then crashed out of the Capital Cup 4th round, 1-1 against Middlesbrough, and then losing on penalties. Suppose it was bound to happen considering we won on penalties in the previous round. We didn't really deserve to go through. If we're not going to beat Middlesbrough like within 120 minutes, we really shouldn't go through. Same with Bradford in the previous round, but we managed to kind of scrape through that time. Roberto Pereira did give us the lead in the 55th minute, but Adam Clayton soon equalised in the 63rd. And then I think we lost 5-4 on penalty. No, we lost 4-3 on penalties. We missed 2. Extremely disappointing result. And then another piss take of a result against Stoke at home. 2-2. Zymer Bitiki gave them the lead in the 2nd minute. Maxi Meyer made it 1-1 in the 40th. Before David Santon gave us the lead in the 62nd minute. But then Hichem Saibi missed a penalty in the 71st minute. That was the chance to make it 3-1. And instead, Zymer Bitiki scored in the 92nd minute. The 3rd 92nd minute goal we've conceded this year. That's really kind of weighing on my nerves at the moment a little bit. Because it's just poor. And I don't really know what it is. Because it's not, like, our fitness usually isn't too bad. But I think it's overall our defending, which has left us in 13th place in the league after 10 games. Only 12 points. Like, it's not too detrimental in the fact that we're only still 5 points away from 5th, who is joined. 5th, 6th and 7th are all joined on points. We scored 20, which is good. Like, you look at it, and scored 20 is 6th, but conceded 16 is kind of 13th or something, or like 7th in the 7th or 8th in the top conceders, which is not where you want to be. I'd love it to be a bit more around the 12 mark. And to be honest, if it wasn't for we have a look at the games, that we've lost 2 points there, we lost 2 points there, and we lost 1 point there. So we've lost 5 points from those positions. So if we had those 5 points to boot, we would be in 5th place. So it shows you kind of how fine margins we are at the moment, but we're just not quite getting over the line at this moment in time. We are, however, in the Champions League, although I don't want to count my chickens yet, because it's still very tight. Us and Dortmund both have 7 points. Dortmund did beat Barcelona. Barcelona are staring down the barrel at possibly leaving this competition. They lost, of course, to us, and then they lost 2-0 to Dortmund away from home, which is another bit of a shock, but I suppose they're at home to Dortmund and looking to get revenge today. I'd really love to win today. I don't think we will, but I'd love to win today because that'll put us in a real driving position. 10 points. If we win today and Dortmund win today, we will have qualified for the next round, which is ideal because that's what the big players are looking for. People like Saibi and Balanta, like they're looking to get into now that we've got into the Champions League, they are looking to get into these knockout rounds. They're not looking just for group stage finishes. And hopefully if we win today, we're in a real commanding position to get one of those. As you can see here, just in the bottom corner, Jack Grealish is third in the top average ratings for the overall competition, 8.4. That's because he scored, I think, in all 3 games. He scored 3 goals in 3 games, which is fantastic. If we have a look at the overall team stats at the moment, Bonazzoli still top scorer with 7. Maxi Meyer now has gone up to 5 goals, 5 for Grealish and 5 for Boye, who's picked up an injury at the moment, so he's not playing. Saibi's got 3, Robbie Byrne 3, Pereira 2, Santon 1, Paulinho 1, and Gutso 1. Top assist provider, Myers got 4, Burns got 4, and Pereira's got 4. Grealish 3, Boye 3, Saibi 2, Mendes 2, Tielemans 2, and 1 each for Bonazzoli, Santon, and Para. Top average rating wise, Manfred Gutso's got 7.7, but he doesn't really count, does he? Pereira 7.31, Tielemans 7.3, Para 7.26, Grealish 7.26, Saibi 7.22, Robertson 7.17, although he's injured as well. He's a real disappointment because even though he's only 2.5 star, you really miss him because you have to play Santon, and really, Santon disappoints me. He reminds me of the Glenn Johnson of, like, even though his average ratings are actually not that bad, he reminds me kind of like a Glenn Johnson sort of character. He kind of just seems to constantly be making mistakes just when you don't want to. Of course, 2 last minute penalties he's given away this year, which isn't ideal whatsoever. Anyway, we might as well advance into the game here at the Amsterdam Arena. Team we've gone for today's Horning goal, back for Santon, Balanta, Okore and Peruzzi. Para's just getting a little bit of a rest, only 90%. Bravo and Saibi, same with Cleverly, just getting a bit of a rest. Pereira, Meyer, Grealish and Bonazzoli up front. Bonazzoli, of course, starting because Boye is injured, although he might have started anyway. But it does mean our backup striker is Lucas Mendes now, which isn't ideal because he's not quite as prolific. I don't think he's even... He definitely hasn't scored a goal this year, but I don't think he's scored a goal for the club yet. No, I'd be right in saying that. So I'm a little bit concerned by that, considering he's played 15 games or so for the club overall. I would have hoped as a striker you would have scored by now, but I suppose I'm just not... I can't really criticise him too much because I'm not really giving him the opportunities he deserves. Possibly a run of games as Barcelona take an early lead against Dortmund, probably showing that they still mean business in this Champions League group. They're not going to roll over, and they're 2-0 up now already. First highlight here, Myers got to find Okore now. It's a fairly route 1 ball, not Joris Okore's best. Cherney now finds IR. Watch the in behind. Oh, good save by Timo Horn in the end. We were carved open a little too easily though, again. Of course, our defence just hasn't really been working too well. And they've missed 2 clear-cut chances now. And it's just fairly basic stuff, fairly basic kind of gaps being seen. And I'm not sure, I think on the whole it's the full-backs, because really the centre-backs, I suppose Okore isn't... Oh no. Bonazzoli's gotten injured, and that's really not what we want whatsoever. And actually, we're not even going to... Are we? Nah, I'll give him the vote of confidence and bring on Lucas Mendes. I was thinking for a second maybe I should put Meyer up, play him up top and bring in Robbie Byrne behind. But I want to show Mendes a bit of confidence in him and start him. Hopefully he can repay me, as he'll have to now because we have gone 1-0 behind. just when you don't want to. We seem to have a knack at the moment of conceding just when you really don't want to, either just before half time, just at the start of halves, or just at the end of the second half. It's really not the time to concede goals. We've worked hard, like we've been poor today, but if you go in at 0-0, you can always readjust. Instead, we kind of go in with the 1-0 deficit, and it's really disappointing to say the least. Because we really haven't turned up today. I'm worried at the moment. It's a bit like 2 seasons ago, where I'm just struggling to see actually where it's all. Like, I know what's going wrong is in defence, but I don't know kind of how to rectify it. Considering, like, since that time we have bolstered our defence. It's a better defence this time round to cope with it, but I suppose it's just not working for us yet. And they're through again here. Like, it's so blatant. I'm not sure that was Balanta this time. Just kind of getting caught well out of position. Like, really uncharacteristic mistakes from such a good player. Really uncharacteristic mistakes. Here's IR. They're going to be in again. Balanta is just being. IR is just waltzing by him. Here's Meyer. Can we get a goal? Just no. See, we get a highlight. With a free kick around 20 yards out from their goal, and we lose it, and we're probably going to concede from it. Yeah, fuck off, Santon. Oh, he's offside. Lucky boy at left back, just snoozing on the job. Here's Grealish though, maybe a chance. It would be lucky. It would be really lucky. Saibi, you've got plenty of time to shoot. Oh, and he does so. He misses. Pereira misses the rebound. It's a comedy of errors, really. It should have. Long and short of it is, it should have ended up in the back of the net, and we've missed. Probably going to be one of our only chances to rectify this game and pick up a draw. We're going to have to go for it, but I just don't see where it's coming from today. I have to say we've just not turned up. I think that's a highlight starting though. Timo Horn, can Mendes get onto that? No, he can't. He's been fairly dormant, Mendes. Can't say he's done too much. Not sure whether he's done stuff wrong or right, to be honest, because I haven't seen much from that time there. He gets dispossessed far too easily. Here's Grealish though. Van Rijn. Just getting dispossessed. We're getting into decent areas of the pitch and then losing the ball so easily. Really, our cutting edge in the final third today has been poor enough. As Lucas Mendes, he finally gets his chance to right some wrongs, and he puts it into the side netting. A really tame and disappointing effort. One that kind of sums him up at the moment. He's just not playing well. Whenever I bring him on, he's a bit like this. I've been using him really predominantly on the right rather than up front, because he's just not scoring. So you can't have a front man who doesn't score. Like that never works out. Or Bravo, what a finish, Federico Bravo. I give him a start because he wanted first team football. I didn't think this was part of his game, though. Federico Bravo's meant to be the defensive midfielder. He unleashes a thunderbolt in the 86th minute. And have we grabbed a completely undeserved point at the Amsterdam Arena? Hopefully so. Hopefully we don't concede again late. We might. Oh, if we could score, though. No. Okay, just back to defending. Oh, thank God. That was looking very, very dodgy. We were unlucky tonight. I'm going to say what it says to do there. Federico Bravo, though, with a goal late on. That's fantastic. He wins a man of the match as well, which probably justifies him another start, this time in the league. Probably with us getting a point and Barcelona winning is actually the worst of all words for us. Well, I suppose losing, Barcelona winning probably would be worse. But we've got 8 points, as you can see here. Dortmund have 7 and Barca have 6. Ajax have 1. Ajax are really out of the running already. But we've still got Dortmund and Barca to play. We've had our 2 games with Ajax. We've picked up a healthy 4 out of 6 points from the games. I suppose you can't ask for too much more. Like, it would have been lovely to nick a win today, but we didn't really justify a win through our performance. you can see here, we're on a slightly worrying 4-game, not losing streak, but 4 games without a win, which is disappointing. Next game, live commentary, is actually going to be fairly soon. It's only going to be another month because it's going to be the Bayern game because it's the last game of the Champions League. And with that draw, it's probably going to be a fairly tasty game, I'd say, because we might have to get something from it. Jack Grealish, as you can see here, has moved up to 2nd in the average ratings. That's great to see. Anyway, in between then and now, we do have Wolves at home in the league, Southampton away in the league, Dortmund at home in the Champions League, and West Ham at home in the league. 3 winnable league games, really, ones that we should be trying to win. Alongside the home to Dortmund game, we'll have to try and get as much as we can from that as well, because it's at home. Like I really doubt we'd get anything from the new camp. It's just a near impossible place to go and get wins, or even point, because Barca will be fired up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. I'll see you guys later.